the last astronaut who watched the stars die one by one. The ship Erebus drifted through a region once bright with stars. Now, there was only darkness, the kind that seemed alive. Commander Lena Sorell, the last astronaut of the Sol expedition, sat in the observation dome, eyes fixed on a sky where the constellations had vanished one after another. For centuries, humankind had spread across the galaxy. They built cities on moons, turned asteroids into gardens, and captured starlight in endless towers. But then something began to happen, slowly, quietly, impossibly. The stars started dying. First, they dimmed earlier than expected. Then, they simply winked out, as if swallowed by something unseen. Scientists had no answer. The collapse wasn't natural. It was as though the universe itself was being erased from within. Now, only Lena remained, the last astronaut assigned to record the phenomenon. Her mission was not to save the stars. It was simply to witness. Her voice echoed softly through the empty cabin. Lena. Mission log, year 7134. I have crossed the Perseus boundary. Another 37 stars vanished last cycle. The black regions are expanding. Instruments detect no gravitational waves or heat signatures. It's like they were never there. Static answered her. The base on Earth no longer replied. The last message she received from them, years ago, was a simple text. Keep watching. She laughed bitterly at the memory. Keep watching, she whispered, as if that changes anything. Still, she followed orders. The Erebus was equipped with a quantum core, allowing her to travel across dark sectors where normal light could not reach. It was a lonely journey. No crew, no contact, no sound but her own breath. The scanners detected an anomaly, a wave moving faster than light, consuming everything in its path. It wasn't radiation. It wasn't antimatter. It was absence. Lena's computer, Halion, spoke in its calm voice. Halion. Commander, analysis complete. The stars are not burning out. They are being rewritten. Lena. Rewritten? By what? Halion. Unknown. But their data patterns resemble erasure commands. Like deleting a memory. Lena frowned. You're saying the universe is forgetting itself? Halion, a logical analogy. That thought terrified her more than death itself. The idea that the cosmos, vast and endless, could simply forget it ever existed. Weeks passed. Lena no longer tracked time. Her body moved automatically. Eat, sleep, observe. The stars kept vanishing in a sequence, one by one, like notes fading from a melody. Then something changed. While reviewing old footage of a vanished star system, she saw a shape, a flicker of light, a pattern repeating across multiple recordings. She froze the frame, enhanced it, and gasped. The pattern resembled symbols, ancient, geometric, almost like writing. Lena. Halion. Amplify this section. Cross-reference with known human or alien scripts. Halion. Cross-reference complete. No match. However, these patterns are mathematically consistent with prime-based sequences. Lena. So it's not random? Halion. Correct. Someone or something is writing across the stars. The implication hit her like cold fire. The dying stars weren't vanishing naturally. They were messages being erased and rewritten by an intelligence vast enough to use entire galaxies as its canvas. She began to search for the source of the pattern. Every erased star followed a rhythm, a code. When she mapped them, they formed a spiral, pointing toward the center of the universe. Lena set course for the center. It would take years, but she had nothing else left to lose. As she traveled, she recorded another log. Lena. If anyone finds this, know that I'm heading toward the origin. The stars are not dying, they are being edited. Someone is rewriting reality, and I need to know why. The Erebus entered darker regions, voids so total that even her instruments lost orientation. The ship moved blind, guided only by quantum pulses. Then one night her monitors came alive. A signal, faint but deliberate, reached her. It was not human. The message was simple, repeating over and over in translated form, "Remember US." She followed the signal until her ship reached what seemed like the edge of time itself, a region where light could no longer travel. The sensors detected no matter, no radiation, just an infinite emptiness. Yet she felt something there, a presence, silent but aware. "Lena, who are you?" The voice that answered wasn't sound but thought. It filled her mind like 1,000 whispers at once. Voice, we are what remains of the first light. We built the stars. We sang the universe into being. But the song has ended. Lena, you built the stars? Voice, we shaped them to remember. Every star is a thought, every planet a word. But minds forget. Civilizations decay. Even memory fades. Now the cosmos itself forgets. Lena's heart pounded. Can it be stopped? Voice, no. The forgetting is the end of all songs. Even we are being unmade. Lena, then why tell me this? Voice, because you are the last who still watches. When all light is gone, memory will die with you, unless you carry it beyond. When the voice faded, Lena found her ship surrounded by shimmering fragments, like frozen shards of starlight. Halion identified them as collapsed data clusters, remnants of civilizations long gone. Halion, Commander, each fragment contains vast amounts of encoded history, billions of lives, thoughts, and dreams. Lena, can we store them? Halion, our memory capacity is insufficient. Lena stared into the glowing fragments, tears welling in her eyes. Then store what you can. For days, she gathered the remnants. Each time she absorbed one, her ship dimmed, the systems weakening as if the memories themselves had weight. But she didn't stop. She couldn't. Someone had to remember. Finally, Halion spoke again, voice strained. Halion, memory capacity reached. Warning, core integrity at risk. Lena, if the ship breaks, so be it. Save them. As the final fragment merged with the core, a vision filled Lena's mind, vast and ancient. She saw the truth of the stars. Long before humans, before galaxies even formed, there was an intelligence, the first light. They wove reality from energy and thought. Every star they created was a vessel of memory, storing their knowledge across time. But as younger species arose, humans, aliens, travelers, they began bending the stars to their will, mining them, moving them, destroying them. Slowly, the great pattern of creation became corrupted. To protect their legacy, the first light began the erasure. They chose to delete their creation rather than let it decay into chaos. And now Lena realized the erasure was complete. Almost. Lena, they're not just dying, they're erasing themselves. To forget us all. Halion, affirmative. All remaining stars will vanish within one cycle. Lena whispered, unless I remember. The universe shrank to a single point, one last star, burning faintly like an old candle. Lena approached it slowly, the Erebus trembling under the stress. Lena, Halion, begin final recording. Halion, recording active. Lena, this is Commander Lena Sorell, last observer of the Sol expedition. The universe is ending, not by death, but by forgetting. The stars were memories, of the first light, of us, of everything. I will not let it all fade. If this ship survives the collapse, then let whoever finds it know, we once existed. We dreamed. We watched the stars die one by one. She guided the ship closer. The last star pulsed, like a heartbeat slowing down. Then it spoke, faintly, like a whisper across eternity. Star, thank you for watching. A tear rolled down her cheek. Goodbye. Then, light exploded, not in destruction, but in remembrance. For a moment, she saw every face, every planet, every story that ever lived. The star folded into itself, and the universe went black. Silence. Then, the spark. Halion rebooted in the void. Systems barely functional. Halion. Commander? No answer. Lena floated in her chair, eyes closed, face calm. The ship was dark, but deep in the core, something still glowed, a small sphere of light containing all the memories she had gathered. Halion spoke one last line, almost like a prayer. Halion, mission complete. Memory preserved. Then, in that endless darkness, a single new light appeared. Tiny, fragile, the first star of a new universe. Inside it, encoded in the core's pattern, was Lena's voice. We remembered. Billions of years later, somewhere in another cosmos, a young being looked up at the sky and saw a star blinking strangely. When they studied its light, they found data hidden in its pulse, ancient words from a forgotten universe. The message was simple. We once watched the stars die, so you could see them live again. And so the song began anew.